Okay, so we will proceed with purchasing the hosting. You need hosting to host your website, to host your platform, so that it is online 24 hours a day, because you cannot do it on your machine. You need a server that will stay online every day at any time, so that your platform is accessible. So we'll go on Hostinger. Okay, hostinger.com. There we go. Okay, so now this is the homepage of Hostinger. So I go to service. I will choose web hosting. Web hosting, the item located here. There we have web hosting. I scroll down. You will see 3 plans: the premium plan, the business plan, the cloud plan. The premium plan is more than enough for what we want to do. So you take the premium plan. Okay, I'm going to click on choose. You can take 48 months, but you can also take 12 months. Okay, but since I already have hosting, okay, I already have hosting with Hostinger. So just for the video, I will take for 1 month. Okay, click on continue. There you go. Okay, continue. Now we arrive at the payment part. Okay, you choose your payment method. I will pay with PayPal. I use PayPal. Okay, there you go. The payment has been made, and there you go. Here there is onboarding. We're going to choose WordPress here, since we want to use WordPress. Right? When we get here, it will ask for access to create our account directly. Okay? So I will set a password there. Then I continue. I will tell him to leave my site completely white. There is no problem. I will handle all that later. There you go. The domain you want to use. And here you will enter your domain. I'm going to enter use temporal domain. They will place the server in the United States, so that it is much easier and faster for the site to be faster, because the closer the server is to your target, the easier it is. So we will click to install, and there it will install WordPress for us very quickly. Yes, the installation is complete. We are at 100%. Our WordPress is installed, and automatically we find ourselves inside WordPress. Okay, so I can say this step is finished. There he used a temporary domain name. We are going to update this domain name by replacing this domain with the one you purchased in the previous step. Okay, make sure you are in the same account as Hostinger, where there is the domain name and there is your hosting. To do this, we go there and we click on the connect button on H panel. Okay, so it will bring us to our dashboard, and you see here in this part there's a button on the right, change domain. We click on it. Here if you enter, is to buy a new domain. We don't need that since we've already bought our domain name. So we'll see a list that will appear with the domains already purchased. Then I click on this domain. I also bought another domain just for the test. Then I click on next and it says domain added to your website. So we click continue. There you go, it's done. So you can open the admin panel here. There. So we're back again in our admin panel to carry on with the next steps. So what are we going to do in this step? We're simply going to hide our website. Why is it important to hide your website? Because it's not good for search engines. We find us. Search engines like Google find us while we are working on our website when there are draft texts, when there are texts that have nothing to do with our content. It is important to know that search engines visit sites and start ranking them based on their relevance. We want to give ourselves the greatest number of chances. Okay? We want to ensure that as soon as the search engine sees us, we are already relevant. The whole site is clean, optimized, with good content on what we are targeting. So it should not find texts that slightly dilute the quality of our site, because we will start being ranked based on that. I have ranked websites 2 or 3 days later on the first page with this method. So when the search engine finds the site that is already well stocked with quality content, it says, wow, how did it manage not to see this site earlier? And it starts to rank you, okay? So we're going to work in the dark before allowing the search engine to bring us to light. Now here in WordPress, there are some people who can trust this tool. Wait, there you go, reading. Here, this option in principle allows the search engine to not consider the site. That means they will not index the website. But I assure you, from experience, it is absolutely useless. You will check it, you will save it while you have dummy texts. Google will still crawl your site and index it with not relevant content at all. So this thing, you can check it, but honestly, it doesn't serve much purpose. It won't protect you against harmful results. So what I would rather advise you to do is to put a plugin which activates maintenance mode. So we will type maintenance. Okay, so we're going to install there. So I click on install, we activate the plugin. Okay, so maintenance. If we go into settings, there's not much to do in principle. Here, you can, the free mode is more than enough. So, you see, it is already on. So if you record, you can do a preview. There you go. So your site is hidden. When a visitor comes, they only see this. When search engines come, they only see this page. So they cannot yet qualify you. They know it's a page under construction. So they will not start classifying your website based on its current state. Okay, so it's very, very, very important. So you install this plugin and you activate it, and by default, it's already good. Your site is protected. So some might wonder, how do I access my site? Well, you need to always use this URL. Normally, there are cookies that allow you to reconnect. But if you change PCs, For example, you use this URL. Okay, you admin, you enter your password. If you are logged in as an administrator, there is no problem. You will have access to this page to continue your work. Okay, so now we are done with the main domain. We had to do some work on the main domain to install WordPress. Now we are going to prepare the domain app.ourdomain.com. Okay, so we will go back to Hostinger. So we're going with Hostinger here. So here, this is our dashboard. Okay. So we go to the main menu. We'll come here to the website. And we see that our WordPress site is there. We're going to add a new website. So you see there, add website. So we click, and I click here on, empty PHP HTML website. So we know that it's a script that we are going to install. So we don't need to choose WordPress or something else. We know that we want to install either DaVinci or another script. So we will choose this option. And there, it will ask us on which domain we want to install our new script. And as we already said, we will install it in the subdomain, app. So we will install it in the subdomain app, our domain name, so app. In my case, it is boompathers.online. Okay, so that's my subdomain. So we're going to install our application here. So I click here. I choose and I click next, and there it will prepare. What is needed? All right. So you see that we are indeed in our subdomain. Okay. Here is the file manager. This is where we will upload the files of our script. And this is where we will create the database to manage the scripts correctly. We'll meet at the next step